Alright, again, it's the Kal Halayam.
La Alahayanawa, Yahawa, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham, Lakakabash.
Before we say, let's say double honor to the apostle of great millstone and rule well, of course, and to all the brothers, we salute them.
Gone.
And in Hebrew, Zanak and Yala, Mayan Kam, Anya, Wa, Laquat, La, Quadashkam, Raka, Mayan, Anya. And of course, by Psalms 51 verse 11, cast me not from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit away from me. Yahweh Ba'asham, Kakodash, Babakusha, Tanyan. You know, so praise God, that's a beautiful lesson this evening again, entitled, say the title.
The name of this lesson is Esau's judgment is on the horizon. Alright? Reason why Esau's judgment is on the horizon, you know, as the scripture say, measure the times diligently. You know, I will just get off edification sake, you know.
Right. In Ezra.
Yeah, in Ezra. You know. 2nd Ezra 9.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing to pronounce judgment on the wicked.
Gone.
Yeah.
Gone. This is 2nd Ezra. What's up here? Come on. Right. 2nd Ezra 9. Start from the top. Right? He answered me then and said, measure thou the times diligently in itself. Right? And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Now, we measure the times diligently. We see the signs of the times. Right? We see what's going on with Iran, with what America doing with Iran and whatnot, even with Russia. They're only pulling out treaties and whatnot, so forth, so forth. You understand?
I have a present for you faster than that.
Yeah.
This is Proverbs 29 and 8. It says, scornful men bring a city into snare or trap.
Scornful what?
Scornful men bring a city into a snare, which is a trap.
Gone.
But wise men turn away wrath. So, in other words, the wise men, they're typing the prophets of God, warning the people that they don't turn from their ways. If they turn from their ways, the Lord probably could turn the wrath away. Yeah. But wicked men, typing the ungodly, and of course Esau, they bring in the Lord's judgment upon America. But you know, it's all good in the making to see the judgment of the Lord come.
Right. Yeah. Right. Because the scriptures say, wherein he will begin to visit the world which he had made, and we seeing, and he is visiting the world. How are we doing that? By sending us in we seeing more chariot sightings. Yeah. Right? We seeing a lot of chariot sightings even more often now. You know? And not just one chariot, two chariots, sometimes it's a whole 2-3 fleets. Well, a whole fleet of chariots, I should say, Salakia. You know? Squadrons of chariots. Right? So you look in the start of the lesson, look in the start of the scriptures, God, you will give me Lamentations 4 and 20, and Madagan, you will give me Psalms 82 and 5.
Lamentations 4 and 20, right?
Yeah.
Lamentations chapter 4 verse 20.
Gone.
The breath of our nostrils, the breath of our nostrils, the anointing of Yahweh was taken in the pits, of whom we said, under his shadow we shall live among the heathen.
Yeah, right? And we're going on into that about holiday, right? So,
Take it on.
yeah, right? As the scripture say, right? By the breath of our nostrils, the Lord anoint, the anointed of the Lord was taken in their pits. Right?
Yeah.
Where's that pit? What that pit represents? Slavery. You understand that what that pit represents? Because the scripture go on to say, under his shadow, right, we shall live among the heathen. Right? How we come about to live among the heathen? Through slavery. Right? Because the Father scattered us amongst the nation, amongst these heathens. Alright? So continue up.
Verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, because as the lesson is, right, Esau's judgment is on the horizon. So right now, Esau, you rejoice. But
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
that dwelleth in the land of Uz. That is wherever you dwell. It doesn't literally mean the land of Uz. It's wherever you dwell. All the dwelling places. Right? Australia, South Africa, the whole of Europe, America, Central and South America also. All where you dwell. Where?
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
The what?
The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yeah, where is that cup? That cup is slavery. Right? Because the scripture said those who wasn't to drink of the cup are surely drunken. Right? We wasn't to drink of that cup. Right? But we drink it. So you're surely going to drink it. Go on.
Thou shalt be drunken.
Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt be drunken.
Which means that is going to be a very hardcore slavery. Go ahead.
And make thyself naked.
And make thy what?
Thyself naked. That's plenty bitterness.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 22.
Yeah.
The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Right, because why? Your judgment is on the horizon. Your judgment is on the horizon. Because why? The Father taken away that cup. He don't take it away from us. So it's just a slap it in your hand now.
Yeah, and if I may say something,
yeah,
and he put any curses on Esau. And the other nations.
I think that Deuteronomy 32 and 8, you know? I think so.
Okay, further.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, right, verse 22. The punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
Go on.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yeah, no more slavery.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sin.
He will what?
Discover thy sin.
Alright, up. Go ahead up with the scripture again. Psalms 82. 82 and 5.
Right.
Yeah.
There is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. He said, they know not, neither will they understand.
True, you know.
They walk on in darkness.
Say, read it over again, Salakia.
He said, they know not, neither will they understand.
Yeah, neither will they understand. You understand? They no matter how you try to bring their atrocities, all their wickedness to them in the face and show them how wicked they are, all the nastiness that they've done unto us, the slavery, the rape, the robbery, the redlining, you understand? Where when I say the redlining, I don't know if you all know about it. Alright, let me see if I can pull it up on my phone. You have my phone? That's on my freestyles. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let me see if I can pull it up. Redlining. Yeah. Right, good, redlining. Right? Listen to this, sir. In the United States and Canada, redlining is the systematic, which means you created a system, right? Is a systematical denial of various services to residents of specific, often racially associated neighborhoods or communities, either directly through the selective raising of prices, right? Because what they would do with your wickedness, with your redlining, you would with concerning housing projects, right? I don't know if you all know about it. It's concerning housing projects where they would give us some real rundown neighborhoods to live in, right? Some of the poorest of our neighborhoods to live in, and we would be taking out mortgages for houses and whatnot, so forth, right? But the mortgages will be under contracts. You understand? I just given a rough thing. The mortgages will be under contracts, and the contracts so strenuous, right? You can't miss a payment, because if you miss one payment, even if it is one payment, you lost your house. You understand? Yeah. And that was done. That redlining was made for us, right? They introduced that redlining for us.
Yeah, just so these niggas would have a 40%.
Right?
Yeah, but
they did not do that for their people. They make sure and take all the nice suburbs and whatnot, right? That is why it have a thing called white flight. That whenever a so-called Negro come to live amongst them, 2-3 Negroes come to live amongst them, they just look to flee and go to our next. You understand? Because the property, anyway the Negroes come to live amongst them, the property just end up devaluing. If you understand where I'm coming from, you know, going to redlining and you would see how nasty redlining is. Let me see something here. What is the purpose? The terms refers to the presumed practice of mortgage lenders of drawing red lines around portions of a map to indicate areas or neighborhoods in which they do not want to make loans, right? Redlining on a racial basis has been held by the courts to be an illegal practice. But the thing about it is these banking elites and whatnot, they are the ones that come up with that system. Right? So go back to the Psalms 82 act.
Yeah. 82
5.
They walk on in darkness.
They walk on in darkness. In darkness. Right? With their wicked thoughts, their wicked deeds, their wicked actions. Go ahead.
Right, you say all the foundations of the earth are out of course.
You see? Because why? When the wicked is in power,
yeah.
When the wicked in power, the people mourn. Right? But when the righteous are in power, the earth rejoice. That's roughly paraphrasing. So with them, they have everything out of course.
Yeah.
They have the whole world out of course. Right? Chemtrails in the sky, GMO foods, all these things. We have a precept there because I have some more precepts, but only could come out with 1 or 2 precepts too. Although share it up. Now it does go.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 6 and I'll start from 16.
Yeah.
He said, these 6 things doeth the Lord hate, yea, and the 7th is an abomination unto him. With 17, a proud look.
A what?
A proud look. He said he's a very proud man.
Can.
You see, they're proud people.
Can.
A lying tongue. They lie a lot. They give us Cesar Borgia as the savior, right?
Some for that, you know.
And
but go ahead.
A lying tongue and hands that shed what? Innocent
blood.
Who's the innocent? The Israelite. What did we do to Esau? What did the northern kingdom do to Esau?
Who's set, eh?
What did our brothers and sisters in the northern kingdom do to be treated like animals? What did the Negroes do to be treated as animals in chattel slavery? You understand? But so you got something on your hands. verse 18, and he had that devised wicked imagination.
What?
He had a devised what? Wicked imagination.
Yeah, redlining is a redlining is a wicked imagination, right? Picnic is a wicked. Where you feel the term picnic come about? It come from pick a nigger, right? That where the term picnic come from. Pick a nigger. Where they go they will go through the streets. You understand? On a good sunny Sunday morning, right? And pick a nigger and carry him in the village square, and everybody come out to see and witness where they will beat that nigger to death and sling him up on a tree and castrate him and burn him and tape it and take pictures of it and whatnot, so forth, right? That way you get the term pick a nigger, right? Dodgers, African Dodgers. Where that term African Dodgers, that term African Dodgers, where you feel that term come from, right? What they would have in the amusement park, like how it's a Coney Island in Aranga, Savannah there, right? And they would have the little African, so-called, well we know not African but Israelites. They would have us Israelites in the amusement park, little children.
Yeah,
right?
And they call it human zoo.
Paid for the.
Also like where they had us in cages like animals and they throwing food for me like that. Yeah, you look back in the street, we went through the world, sir.
Right? But I say about the African Dodgers. And they will put the little children head in a hole, stick out from a hole, and they will have these Edomites, these little Edomite children, pelting these jakes with baseball, and they had to be dodging, you know. The head between the thing now, and they're like this. That is how you got where you feel Brooklyn Dodgers, the baseball team Brooklyn Dodgers come about, right? So yeah, so where I was reading there with the evil thoughts and proverbs.
Yeah, remember there, a proud look, a lying tongue, a hand that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked imagination.
Wicked imaginations. Also, we just going to the surface. That yoke upon thy neck, as the scripture says in the curse, right? We feel Elder Apostle Taha was doing a video concerning what they call this thing again, the yokes upon thy neck.
Yeah.
You see the yoke with the long stick out on.
Yeah.
You know what that was for?
Talk to me.
That is they used to do that on rebellious slaves who would run away and whatnot, right?
I think Apostle Ariamla was saying, talking about the yokes. I remember when he do a breakdown with Genesis 28, and talk about that they would actually put a thing on Jeep, like a bell now, something over his thing, so that when he running out, like
they will hear the bell ringing.
Yeah.
So you gonna know exactly where he is.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Like that, yeah.
But this one I'm talking about here with the four long things sticking out. Right? The four spokes sticking out.
Right.
They used to use that on rebellious jakes who used to flee from the plantation and whatnot. And when they catch them, they go put that on them. Now with that now, you will cannot be able to lie down. Or you can't be able to stand up against a wall, you know, to prop up yourself.
Right.
Because why? This thing, these long, two in front and two in the back. You understand what I'm showing you? You Edomites, you all had some real wicked imaginations, boy. King Alfred plan.
Yeah.
Rex 84, right? All these things you have. All these things.
Let finish it off here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. You see, how the devices wicked imagination, feet that is swift in running to mischief. Verse 19, a false witness that speaketh lies.
A what?
A false witness that speaketh lies.
And you know that with our false witness going into again to much Edomite woman, make a lot of jakes get a death, say lions say that we rape them. And this and that and the other.
Yeah.
You understand?
He that soweth discord among brethren going back to the Willie Lynch letter, saying that putting the light-skinned slave against the dark-skinned slave.
Right?
Yeah, it's point. Right. Anybody have something else?
I have something. This is the book of Job, chapter 20, verse 5. Notice chapter 20, verse 4. I will start from here. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphant of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. Right? Break it down now.
Read it up again, Philak. Yeah. I was in a...
Yeah, that is in it. Job 20 and 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumphant of the wicked is short?
That the what?
That the triumphant of the wicked is short.
Yeah, the Bible says the triumphant represents also the reign of the wicked. He comes to a perpetual era. Job testifying to the Spirit. He never said the Lord put the man upon the earth. He have seen the wicked triumph, but for a short while. Even David said that he have seen the wicked spread their wings like a green bay tree, and in a while wither away. Not so?
Go
ahead.
Right? Because to back it up here, this is Job 14 and 5.
Bring it up.
Right? Seeing his days are determined.
Seeing his days are what?
Are determined.
Yeah.
The number of his months are with thee.
Right.
Thou hast appointed.
Yeah, the Lord is the one that number his months and determine his days. You understand? He put a time limit on everything that the wicked do.
Well, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
He said thou hast appointed what?
His bounds that he cannot pass.
But then who removed the ancient landmark?
Right?
Who did that? Esau. That is why everything is out of course.
Yeah.
That's why the place where they call Jerusalem today really wouldn't be Jerusalem.
Right?
You understand? And the whole world is seen by that.
Yeah. And this one I read it going back into this here. Right? That the triumphant of the wicked is short. Yeah. Right? So everything is just for a time period. Right? Even Ecclesiastes 3 talk about that. Everything is for a time and a season.
Yeah.
Right? And the joy of the hypocrite, but for a moment. Right? A moment, a time, a season. Verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. You can break it down the Maragan. Focus.
Yeah.
Right? Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Yeah, because that go back to the might, how high they reach up and start there, like the Rothschilds and them kind of men.
Yeah,
that they will come right back down to the ground. Thus says the Lord. You understand? Yeah, they will come right back down, have a piece of it.
Down to the military and all.
All of that.
Yeah, good.
This is the book of Micah chapter 2 verse 1. He said, woe unto them that devise iniquity,
wow,
work evil upon their bed.
That is correct, because I just said earlier on, they do wickedly. And the scripture
in Proverbs.
Yeah, in Proverbs, he said that, and he said, and heart that devises wicked imagination, and feet that be swift to mischief.
Yeah.
The scripture say there.
Yeah. He said, woe to them that devise iniquity.
That the what?
That devise iniquity.
Yeah, that devise iniquity. You going into other people's countries.
Yeah.
You know? Look, I'm taking in a military series. Remember the other day, so past a couple of videos with them, even on the streets and all.
Yeah.
We was exposing them concerning Afghanistan, what the real reason why they invaded Afghanistan. You know, I have a military series. That would like to be taking a lot of military series, because why, as the scripture said, the own tongue shall fall upon themselves, right? I taking in this military series, right? The name of it is SEAL Team. And the series, the first season, the series reached a point where a SEAL team went on a raid, and when they breached the compound, the whole compound end up exploding, right? Now, it's obvious they go try, they're doing the investigation and whatnot, so forth. But here, what's going on? The more men the bring in. When I say bring in, who the whole now, boy? The more so-called terrorists that the whole that they say connected to the so-called murder. I wouldn't say that is murder. It's war.
Yeah.
It's war.
Right.
It's war. That ain't no murder because I would have classified it as murder. It ain't no murder. It's war, right? So every man they bring in, the chain getting higher and higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Now you know the more they dig is because the same thing we was bringing out with the thing for cell phone. I'm gonna get it on my phone now, man. Let me dig it up. Is lithium? Yes, the lithium. You know, when they dig in more into that is concerning the reason why them soldiers, that batch of SEALs, Navy SEALs get killed in that building where they went to breach. Is because they went on a poppy field because Afghanistan, the rich and poppy to make heroin and whatnot.
Right.
They went and burn a poppy field. But here what is going on, they have a private contractor who was with the British SAS, right? The British Special Forces, but he ended up leaving and started to do his own thing and whatnot. He and one of these Afghans who owned the poppy field, like they was doing a deal or whatnot, so forth, and what he does get information who are poppy fields, and he does give the Navy SEALs and give the Americans and them information who own the poppy fields, so the Americans then go and burn the poppy fields, right? Now that particular poppy field that they went and burned, because when they burn it, he just go and buy over the poppy field now for small money. Because what's going on, most of the poppy fields on them, they're sitting on a literal lithium mine, gold mine, it's a gold mine. When they censor money, but the raw produce underneath it is lithium.
And it's big money. Big
money. They over $1 trillion.
You bring that time of mind, I think I saw something like that in
over $1 trillion this thing worth. You understand? So read where I was not reading there.
Right? He said, woe to them that devised iniquity. And work evil upon their beds.
Because you want to go into all, you know, only Israel, you distress on them. You distress the whole entire, the whole world. You are the whole world in a discourse, right? Because why? You're greedy. You never have enough. You so-called white people, you never have enough. Continue, huh?
Right? He say, when the morning is light, they practice it, because it is in the power of their hands.
Yeah, because why? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. So you had a power, you had a military might to go and invade countries and put them under subjection and take their resources. Because why? The power is in your hands. You have that power. The earth, where's your blessing? Your blessing is the fatness of the earth and the sword. So you use your blessing, which is your sword, in order to gain the fatness of the earth. You understand? Continue, Hawk.
Right? He say, and they covered fields.
And they what?
They covered fields.
They covered fields, they covered nations. They covered nations. What you went into Afghanistan for terrorists and terrorists and terrorists. When is you self create the terrorists? Is you create everything. Because you all have a thing, you all have a code, order out of chaos. So what you always do is cause the chaos and then say coming up with a solution to discontinue the chaos. That is your modus operandi. You have more in that talk?
Yeah. He said, and they covered fields and take them by violence.
By what?
By violence.
By your military might. Where that?
And houses and take them away.
And what?
And take them away.
Yeah. Paying other nations under your subjection. Go ahead.
Right? He says, so they oppress a man and his house Even a man and his heritage.
Even a man and his heritage, because look, the Arabs and them, well, I wouldn't say these Elamites, these Persians, because the Afghans them is Elamites, they are Persians, right? You oppress them, even the Iraqis, you oppressing them on the heritage, right?
For real.
You want to go and oppress Iran and the heritage and get he oil. You understand? Because look what you do with Iran. You put sanctions on Iran when any country that purchase Iranian oil, they're liable to face the wrath of you. Now who the hell is you?
True.
Who the hell is you to tell people who they can do business with or who they can't do business with?
True.
Who is you, Esau?
Wicked. It is what it is, right?
Yeah, Mark?
Yeah, that's not finished with you.
Yeah.
He said, therefore, thus said Yahweh, behold, against this family.
Against what?
Against this family.
Against this family, you Esau. Right? Because when you go into Amos 3, that's for edification's sake. Just hold it a little bit. Amos 3. Let's hold on a little bit. My page stick up. Right. Right? Just to prove something here. Amos 3 and I'll start from the top. Hear this word that the Lord had spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family. Right? So what that family counting, what that family represent? A nation against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth, which means all the nations of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. So go back to that scripture, thing in there.
Said, therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, thus said Yahweh, behold, against this family,
against this wicked nation, Esau, Edom, I do me, go ahead.
do I devise an evil.
Do he what?
Devise an evil.
Do he devise an evil?
From which you shall not remove your necks.
From what?
From which you shall not remove your necks.
Yeah, which is a judgment, slavery coming upon you. Right? And then after that, there's total extermination. Go ahead and precept them, God. And then because I had to finish with this Job here.
This is Proverbs chapter 5 verse 4, right? Verse 21, sorry to lie to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
He said, for the ways of man
Break it down now, Madagan.
for the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord.
Yeah, so all the ways Esau, all the ways it before the Lord. Don't feel the Lord not seeing all the ways. All the ways, not just Esau alone, not just Esau, but not just Esau, but every man under the face of the earth.
Go on.
Your ways is before the Lord.
Go on.
Yeah.
And he pondereth all his doings.
And he pondered all he's doing, which meaning that
he's studying,
he's studying your doings.
Studying your doings.
Of course, he's studying your
To ponder something is to study something.
To study it.
Yeah.
His own iniquity shall take the wicked himself.
His own iniquity, because that go back to the scripture.